Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. One of the better charts out there at the moment, but it doesn't excite me too much anymore. Yeah, it's got a lot of choppiness, messiness about it now with the latest long sideways move here. And we take a look at the different possibilities that the chart could now develop, and also a little bit about strategy in this video. So my view is that from the low here at around $181, $182, BNB moved up in a wave one, in a 5-wave move. Yeah, and I've been saying for a long time that BNB is one of the better charts out there. It did hold really well. It is holding really well. What we are now doing is what I believe a wave two. We've hit here the broader support area. We are holding really well. Yeah, so we've really only touched off this support or target area, the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, but we can't really get off the ground, and that is not really good. You can see that we've touched this area now 1, 2, 3, 4 times actually, and we've always moved to the upside. These are the areas where we are touching support. These are the areas, the possible long trade areas, right? All of the entire space here basically. I think I actually need to move here the target range a bit higher here to the 78.6% fib level at 215. So my view is between 216 and $260 and $215. This is where a possible wave 2 correction could end. Where exactly, unfortunately, there are different possibilities. I think we have a big risk that we come down once more lower, but we also have a long setup here. So let me talk you through the options. At the moment, my view is that there are different options, right? There are different options. One option is very clearly, and I move the WXY out of this because it doesn't need to be a WXY. One option is that we came down in a wave A, but in this particular wave count, I would have to move the wave A actually here. And then we say, all right, we had our A, B, C in a wave B, and we're now coming down in a C wave. I don't necessarily believe that one too much because the way I would need to label it is this: 1, 2, 3. Probably not finished yet, so 3 would be somewhere down here, 4 and 5 to finish off the C wave. Problem is wave 2 retraced a bit too much. Wave 3 isn't really doing much, so not an absolutely exciting pattern here, but it's a possibility. In this pattern we would come down lower. All right, that is one wave count. And well, basically in this particular wave count, and just to show you the subwaves, we would have to say this is a 1-2 setup, 3, 4, 5 in 3. Yeah, just that you get an idea. So without a problem, even here, we could push a bit higher in 2 without, sort of doing anything. So it could move higher short term before it comes down. In this particular scenario, if it goes above the 78.6% fib level, it will get unlikely. That is still coming down again. That's the $290 level. So above 290, it will already get less likely that it's coming down, but it certainly could reach 282 or 289, 290 in this particular wave 2 here before coming down further. So that's an absolute possibility. To come lower and to confirm a breakdown, we would need to take out the 255 level, of course. So that's a particularly it's a possible scenario, right? The other possibility is that we've seen here a so-called WXY setup. Yeah, so that is the one that I just showed you, that we say, okay, we've got our WXY here. So we came down in a wave W, we moved up in an X wave, and we came down in a Y wave that might be finished, and we're already in a breakout. This is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and we're moving higher from here. Breakout confirmed for me would be above $300 US. So it's got a bit of choppiness about it, this chart now. It's got a bit of messiness, and we have a valid long setup. We have a clearly defined support area as well. My view is for this to work out, the possible bullish count, it would need to hold, of course, in the 78.6% fib level. That is at $260 basically. If it holds 260 or let's say 259, I think we can remain focused on higher here. But it would really need to move up. And here in the very short term, a confirmed breakout would be above 277, and then of course $300. But 277, the high of the wave 1, would already give us a clue that it's moving higher. So what do? Yeah, we've got a long setup, we've got a short setup or bearish setup. What are we going to do? So generally, it is one of the better charts. It's one of the, let's say, more bullish charts in the cryptoverse out there at the moment. There are not many. There's maybe Matic, Ethereum, Metis, maybe Aave. You know, there's a few good charts, but not too many. This is one of them. But also here lately, this has just moved sideways, so it's not too good. Well, you know, for me, it's you know, you need to make the decision if you're interested in accumulating or not. This is certainly accumulation phase for me. I am not accumulating at the moment, but it is this area where I would normally accumulate. Here in this area, yeah. And then how I would do it if we have a bullish and a bearish setup. If there is a long setup, especially here short term, you know, this could obviously be traded. But then the long entry was here, you know, when we touched the 259 area. And generally with these setups, I normally would go in terms of the position sizing as a triangle. That's how you normally do it with Elliott Wave. You buy a little up here, and then, you know, as you move down, you buy more, very close to support. Key support here is 215, because it is the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. Below that, it will get very unlikely anyway that it's going to work out, and most of the volume will sit very close to that $215 level, the 78.6% Fib level, with a stop somewhere underneath or even below the June low. And then, you know, that's how it is. And then most risk is basically where the stop loss is. Yeah, very close. So it's a minimal risk trade and high reward trade. Yeah, but of course, if it turns around from here already, you're only exposed with very little. But then again, what you can always do is wait for the 5 waves to complete, and then wait for the 3 waves that come down afterwards. So basically a 1-2 setup of the next larger wave up, and then scale into wave 2 there. So because overall this will be like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next wave 2 will be another possibility to scale in. Well, that's my update about BNB. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.